Emilio Aguinaldo. The shrine is the ancestral home of Emilio Aguinaldo, officially the first president of the Philippines, the only president of the first Philippines Republic. The house was built in 1845, made from wood, the Dutch, and constructed in 1849. Here Aguinaldo was born on March 22, 1869. The balcony. It is the site of the historic proclamation of the Philippines independence on June 12, 1898. So sa balkonahe ng bahay ito inihayag ni General Aguinaldo ang kalayaang Pilipinas noong ika-12 ng Hunyo 1898. Kasabay nito ang pagwagayway ng watawat ng Pilipinas sa unang pangkakataon. Sa pagkakataong din ito, unang pinagtugtog ang himig ng lupang hinirang, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. The Ceiling Revolutionary Design. A map of the Philippines adorns the ceiling of the former dining room. Sa kisabing ito, may nakalagay na malaking mapa ng Pilipinas. Ang lalawigan ng Cavite ay kinulayan ng pula dahil itinuring itong sentro ng revolusyon. Revolt of the first 8 provinces that were placed under martial law by the Spanish government. Ang kasarilang ng Pilipinas ng hukumang pandaigdig, patunay ng marubdob na hangarin ni Aguinaldo na makilala ang republika sa buong daigdig at ang tatlong sumisimbolo na bituin sa araw ay ang Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. The image of Gur. The freedom of the Philippines is symbolized by the broken chain hanging in his arms. Sa dulong bahagi ng kisami, matatagpuan ang imahe ng isang babae. Ang kalayaan ng Pilipinas ay sinasagisag ng putol na kadenang nakalaylay sa kanyang mga base. Mayroong ding sumisikat na araw, 3 bituin at isang nakawaygay na bandila. Samantala, kung tignan ang butas ng kisami, makikita pa rin ang orihinal na istrukturang kawayan ng buhay sa dulong kanluran ng bulwagan, ang pangunahing bahagi ng tahanan ng kasarinlan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Normina Gyaman Unsing from Bahay Swansea. So, our report is about Aguinaldo Shrine. So, Emilio Aguinaldo Shrine. This is the front view of the house from the Aguinaldo Park where it stands and statue of General Emilio Aguinaldo. This symbolizes his leadership during the time of war against Spain's colonization 1521-1898. So, Aguinaldo Shrine is the ancestral home of General Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines. It is famously known as the house where the Filipino flag was formally unfurled to the public after the Declaration of Independence on June 12, 1898. Constructed in the 1845, the house became a silent witness to the shaping of the Philippines nation. It all began on March 22, 1869, when Emilio Aguinaldo was born in one of its rooms. Year later, the house became a meeting place of revolutionaries. It was here that many of the most important revolutionary plans were made. Some of the remodeled architectural and interior design. The spacious reception hall has section ceiling features a one sun motif and 2 formal dining room. On the ceiling is a relief map of the Philippines. Cavite was painted red because it was considered the center of the revolution. At the back of the mansion, its where General Emilio Aguinaldo was laid to rest. He passed away at age of 94 on February 1964. So this is the Emilio Aguinaldo's portrait. So, Emilio Aguinaldo's bedroom. Sa kwartong ito ni Emilio Aguinaldo ay may nagsisilbing isa pang lihim sa lagusan ang may salaming kabinet na bumubukas palabas ng bintana sa loob ng kwarto na may isang kahadiyero bangko para sa pagsuot ng medyas. Isang taong lagusan, isang tagong lagusan papuntang swimming pool na nasa loob ng bahay sa pinakababang palapag. Carmen rooms. She has the biggest room. She has the biggest room of the girls. Pinakamalaking silid tulugan ng pinakamatandang anak na si Carmen. Ang kwartong ito ay ginagamit ni Carmen hanggang sa kanyang kamatayan noong 1986 at binuksan sa publiko noong 1988. Mahalaga rin pansinin ang apat na poste na kamang ng atay na ang tawag ay isinunod sa pangalan ng Tsinong manlililok na nakabase sa Binondo. At siyang gumawa ng ganitong uri ng muebles. Isa itong simbolo sa katayuan sa buhay noon. One most raised the dining room's heavy table top revealing a passageway to the underground shelter. The shrine also raised intrigued and seriously with these secret doors that lead from the room to another such as dining table to make a quick escape. One most raised the dining room's heavy tabletop revealing the passageway to the underground shelter. One wall panel of the music room is a hidden door leading to the upper floor of the house. So, the six things about Aguinaldo Shrine. It was the first foremost ancestral home. Built in 1845, this is where Aguinaldo was born. It used to be simple structure made of nipa and wood before it was renovated and extended several times, especially in the 1920s. Aguinaldo himself designed the mansion featuring Hispanic and American colonial design elements. The multi-level structure includes a mezzanine and tower and spans 14,000 square feet. Today, the ground floor serves as a museum which houses historical artifacts. The tomb of Aguinaldo lies in a garden behind the house. The home reflects a luxurious lifestyle and patriotic spirit. If one is the judge by the kind of wood used, Philippines hardwood, and the presence of a bowling alley in a secret room. It it can be said that Aguinaldo lived a life of comfort. In fact, he belonged to the ruling class, and his parents were of Chinese and Tagalog descent. Love of country was also evident in the symbol that adorned the ceiling, the eight-laid sun which stands and in the revolt of the eighth province, as seen in Philippines flag, a relief map of the Philippines, and the ruled of flags and dove, said to represent Aguinaldo's desire for the Philippines to be recognized as a member of the lineage of nation. Next, its most famous figure is the balcony. But first bit of trivia, there was actually no balcony. In 1898, the flag was waved from a window in the living room. A lawyer named Abrosio Renzares Bautista raised the act of the Declaration of Independence and the national anthem was played. The balcony was added only in 1990 to mark the site of the Declaration of Independence. So, number four, it's it it is a house of the family secrets. Secrets, compartment, and passageways. That is the sum of attributes is to Aguinaldo's military training. Hence, the fixation fixation on always having a plan B should enemies attack. Some chairs and cabinets have secrets. Secrets compartment which most have been used to hide documents and even weapons. A hot rack leads to a secret passageway. When turned around in the middle of the mansion, its bomb is a bomb shelter, accessible accessible from the passage under heat and table in the dining area. Although there is no documentary evidence to the prove it is believed that the bomb shelter leads outside into the nearby church. So its mean whole serve as the presidential office located on the west side and the building the main hall. The house was where Aguinaldo made important decisions as president. The house is how part of the Freedom Park. The Freedom Park was created in time of the centennial celebration in 1988. It used to be a busy street that fronted the mansion, but it has been closed off the transformed into walkway leading to the park. The closing of the street also protect the century-old house from the pollution and vibration of coming vehicle. Thank you and shukran.